It's hilarious that you take so many wedding photos, yet you're completely single yourself.
I'm so sorry for asking you out of nowhere. If it's a bother, I'll figure it out myself.
I still remember the exact moment I decided I wanted to be a photographer. It was when I saw my parents' pre-wedding photos as a kid. The dazzling, blissful smiles captured in that single picture left such a vivid impression on me. I wanted to capture a ton of moments just as happy as that one day. With that single goal in mind, I got a job at a photo studio after college, and now, here I am as a photographer, but...
It's hilarious that you take so many wedding photos, yet you're completely single yourself.
The shutter sound that usually feels so pleasant to me sounded somehow grating today, and it's definitely because of this guy. This is Yota Kasuhara. He's a good-looking guy from my high school who was always popular, and apparently, he got married this year at the age of 27. And I'm Masugu Ono. I'm a photographer working at this studio, currently shooting pre-wedding photos for Yota and his wife.
I thought you were a weirdo wasting his youth always taking pictures back in high school, but man. Now that we're adults, camera nerds like you really stand out in a bad way. It's fine to be obsessed with what you love, but isn't it pointless if you're letting real happiness slip right through your fingers?
We were barely friends, nothing more or less than classmates, yet he's picking on me like this. It's a miracle he even got married with a personality like that.
Yoda, sorry for the wait. Should we continue?
Just then, Yota's wife, Renka, came back from changing her dress. The nasty look on Yota's face softened like it was never there.
Ah, welcome back. That dress looks great on you too. Well, keep doing a good job, Mr. Photographer.
I'll be sharing in your happiness today. Regardless, I can't let personal feelings interfere with my work. I took this job because I wanted to capture our customers' happiness in the form of photos. And they are no exception. Telling myself that, I raised the tone of my voice and started snapping the shutter again.
It's hilarious that you take so many wedding photos, yet you're completely single yourself.
I brushed it off at the time, but once I was alone after work, his words kept echoing in my head. I'm worried about it too, you know. I'm proud of my job preserving people's happy moments, but even I've thought that someday I'd like to be the one getting my picture taken. Isn't there a romantic encounter just lying around somewhere? I felt like I was gonna rot away staying at home, so I decided to go buy something at the convenience store. That's what I was thinking as I walked under the piercingly clear summer sky.
Excuse me?
I looked up the hill where the voice came from and saw a woman I didn't know calling out to me. The moment I saw her, I was struck by a shock, like a jolt of electricity. She was so beautiful that I would have snapped a photo right then and there if I had my camera. With her cheeks slightly flushed in embarrassment, she walked over to me as I stood there, my mind completely blown.
I'm sorry,
Yes, what is it? Could this be...
I've completely lost my way.
Facepalm!
I've walked up this hill about 8 times now and I'm starting to get deja vu.
Are you caught in some kind of endless time loop or something?
I'm so sorry for asking you out of nowhere. If it's a bother, I'll figure it out myself.
A coincidence like bumping into your destined partner doesn't just happen that easily. As a fully grown adult, I quickly regained my composure so I wouldn't come across as a creep. No, it's totally fine. I don't really have any plans, so I can show you the way if it's somewhere I know.
Thank you so much. I'm trying to get to this place.
And so, I ended up guiding her, Yume no Komura.
Wow, it's gorgeous. So this is where they...
The place this woman, who seemed to be 3 years older than me, was looking for was a hill known only to a few locals in this town. It's not listed in any tourist guides, but it's a spot locals often use for walks. This really is a great spot, isn't it? Having a hidden gem like this in the town I live in makes me feel kinda lucky. Is it a place full of memories for you?
It is. Well, they aren't my memories, though. Actually, I work as a wedding planner. And this is the memorable spot for the bride and groom I'm currently working with. I just happened to be in the neighborhood today, and I remembered hearing that their special place was around here. I wanted to connect with their memories, so I came looking for it.
I widened my eyes at her unexpected reason. I was surprised that she was a wedding planner, but... it meant she was using her personal time to help realize the ideal wedding for her clients. That's so thoughtful of you. If you go that far for them, I'm sure the couple is incredibly happy.
I'd be thrilled if they were. I've always loved seeing people look happy. So even in my free time, I end up thinking about what I can do for my clients. Being a wedding planner is about bringing everyone's ideal wedding to life. Weddings are already such a happy occasion, so if we can make their ideal version a reality, it'll be an irreplaceable joy for the rest of their lives, right?
Wishing for others' happiness, Yumino looked so full of joy as she talked about her pure beliefs. Watching her made me feel stupid for letting Yota's comments shake me up so much.
Thank you so much, especially since it's your day off.
After coming down the hill, I decided to walk Yumino to the station on my way back.
The couple mentioned that it might be nice to take their pre-wedding photos there. It really was a lovely location. It looks like we've settled on the location, so now I just need to find a photo studio that can take good pictures.
You haven't found a photographer yet?
No, we just started the planning meeting, so...
If it's alright, could you let me do it? I work at a photo studio right near here.
Wait, Masugu? You're a photographer?
Being able to shoot pre-wedding photos in such a wonderful place, and getting to work with Yumino. The moment that thought crossed my mind, the words came spilling out of my mouth on their own. Yes, I love shooting pre-wedding photos too. I took this job because I want to capture the happiness of the brides and grooms. I promise I'll capture their very best smiles for their pre-wedding photos at their special place. After I blurted all that out, I noticed Yumino was staring at me blankly. I'm sorry. Making a request like that out of nowhere was asking too much, wasn't it?
No! I was actually looking for a passionate photographer. I'd love to hear more about it.
Yes, thank you so much. And so, I exchanged contacts with her. We agreed to talk more at the studio on a later date.
He's in the middle of a shoot.
A few days passed, and the day came for Yumino to visit the studio. When she arrived, unfortunately, I was in the middle of a walk-in family photo shoot. Alright, look right here. Yeah, what a wonderful smile. Soon after, the owner noticed she had arrived and guided her to wait in the lobby.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Here's some coffee. Thank you. This is my first time seeing a photo shoot in progress, but Masugu is very good at it. The family has such great smiles, and he works so fast. Doesn't he? These days, he sometimes takes photos with even more warmth than mine. I can totally see that. The customers look so incredibly happy.
I'm so sorry, the shoot went on longer than expected. After the customers left, I jogged over to the lobby in a panic, but she just gave me a gentle smile.
It's no problem at all. By the way, who took the photos displayed here?
These are from recent shoots, and actually, I took all of them. I started out as an assistant, but lately they've been trusting me with more things, and the customers have been really happy with my work. After a little small talk to break the ice, we officially started our meeting. What do you think? I finished going over all the conditions and my past work. Hoping that I met her expectations, I waited for her answer, my body a bit tense, when her face broke into a soft smile.
It doesn't seem like there are any major gaps between this and what the bride and groom want. Please let me recommend this studio to them. However, all I can do is present it as an option, so it will ultimately be up to the couple to decide.
Thank you so much. If they leave it to me, I promise I'll deliver the absolute best photos.
I did listen to the conditions and everything just to be thorough, but... to be honest, ever since I saw the photos displayed here, my mind was pretty much made up about recommending you. Someone who can capture people's happy moments with such warmth is a very rare find. I'll discuss it with the couple, and if they decide to go with you, I'll let you know.
Yes, thank you so much. After that, I was officially chosen to be the photographer for their pre-wedding shoot. To make sure the pre-wedding photos turned out perfectly, we met up for discussions countless times. I already had a hunch, but Yumino and I share very similar values when it comes to work. At first, I had some ulterior motives, but by the time the work began, we were both striving together with the belief of bringing the couple's ideal vision to life. Meanwhile, as for Yota and his wife,
Your pre-wedding photos came out beautifully, so how about using them for the welcome board at the reception?
What a boring idea. I'm paying good money for this, so take it more seriously.
I'm so sorry about my husband.
Having gotten married and secured happiness before classmates who couldn't even find a partner, Yota felt incredibly superior. His superiority complex swelled day by day, leading to arrogant and insolent behavior.
Hey, Yota. The staff is really trying their best for us, so please watch how you talk to them.
We have to use this wedding to show everyone that we've grasped true happiness. It can't just be ordinary. Are you okay with people looking down on us?
Just tone it down a bit. And please don't say anything weird during the dress fitting later.
Despite her warning, Renka's wishes were in vain. Thanks to Yota's arrogant remarks, the next meeting turned into a living hell. I must say, these photos came out great. 2 months have passed since I started working with Umino. The pre-wedding photos I took were fully retouched, and I was currently sending them off to the lab for printing. It was raining heavily today, so we weren't expecting any customers. I was taking a break, looking over the photos I'd taken, and was just about to get back to work when...
Hey, oh no.
Yota? The shop door was thrown open violently, and stepping in along with the sound of the pouring rain was a soaking wet Yota. He looked incredibly exhausted for some reason, but the glaring, unhinged look in his eyes sent a chill down my spine.
I came to get my money back. Hand it over right now.
I don't believe there were any issues with your photo shoot that would warrant a refund, sir.
You cheeky little... Are you telling me those utterly meaningless photos still have value?
I had no idea what he was talking about. Seeing my confusion, Yota angrily began to explain what had happened. Apparently, Yota and Renka had gotten a divorce, even though they hadn't even had their wedding yet.
Haha, what kind of joke is this? We're already legally married and have been living together for months. Not to mention, the date for our ceremony is already set. Getting a divorce at a time like this has to be a joke.
I'm not joking. I'm dead serious. I've been agonizing over this, but I just can't see a future with you anymore. You've been selfish since we were dating, but I mistakenly thought that was part of your charm. I was happy that you relied on me, and I wanted to devote myself to you. But after we got married, you became so arrogant that charm can't even begin to cover it. If it was just me, maybe I could handle it. But you even started looking down on the venue staff just because you're the paying customer. To be blunt, I'm disillusioned.
Even so, think about it. Divorcing before the ceremony would look terrible to everyone. You'd be losing out way more than you'd gain.
Sure, it'll cost me a lot, but it's much better than ruining the next few decades of my life. I wondered why you act this way, but I guess it's because you only ever think about your own happiness. That's why you get so full of yourself and look down on others the second you think you're above them. I hesitated, but I finally made up my mind that I can't stay married while feeling this way. At the very least, you aren't worth betting my happiness on.
Don't screw with me. I'm never signing those divorce papers.
The two of them argued fiercely. Their bickering went on for over a month, but Renka stubbornly refused to back down. Eventually, completely worn out, Yota gave in and signed the divorce papers. The wedding was cancelled as well. Isn't that just you reaping what you sowed? So why are you demanding a refund from us?
Because these photos are completely worthless now, obviously. Since we're divorced, these pictures are just meaningless garbage. In fact, holding on to them feels like it'll ruin my chances of ever getting married again.
Sir, we have a policy regarding refunds right here.
The owner, who had apparently been listening to our argument and keeping an eye on things, came over with a document outlining the policy.
I understand your situation. However, our studio genuinely does not issue refunds unless a shoot is canceled by us.
Shut up! Like photographer, like owner, huh?
Enraged, he started trashing the photos and scattering the pens on the counter. I tried to stay polite, but I had finally reached my breaking point. Hey you, come over here! Unable to overlook his violent outburst any longer, I grabbed the photo album. I told the owner I would handle this, grabbed him, and dragged him out under the store's awning.
Damn it! Dragging a customer out into the rain and refusing a refund. What a scam of a shop.
You ignored the store's policies, threw a tantrum inside, and you still think you deserve to be treated like a customer? First of all, those photos haven't lost their value. You're the one who destroyed the happiness captured in them. Your wife, she was constantly agonizing over you. Truth is, I knew Renka was struggling. Because when I went to the wedding venue for that job with Yumino, I bumped into Renka. Are you okay? You look really pale.
Huh? You're the photographer from that studio, right?
Yes, you looked so happy during the pre-wedding shoot, but now you look so pained. It looked like you were hesitating to even enter the venue. Is your husband not here? If it's about the wedding, I'd be happy to lend a ear. Perhaps just talking about it helped her sort out her feelings, because without me needing to say anything else, Renka bowed and walked away. After that, the answer she reached on her own must have been to push forward with the divorce.
So it was you who put that idea in her head.
After hearing all that, those are the words you come up with? She was always trying to compromise with you. If you actually wanted to be happy with your wife, you would have noticed it at some point. The reason you didn't is because you were only thinking about your own happiness, and you completely ignored her.
Shut up! You've got no right to lecture me, you unpopular camera nerd who's never experienced love or marriage.
It's true, I'm not married. But I've captured the happiness of so many brides and grooms up until now. That's why I know. Husbands and wives are supposed to weave their happiness together by caring for each other more than anyone else. The one who turned the ultimate happiness captured in this photo into garbage was you. Don't you dare try to blame someone else for it. My running into her might have been a factor, but I have no intention of feeling responsible. It's entirely his own fault. Yota bit his lip hard and glared at me with hatred for a moment, but then he threw the album away and walked off into the rain. Let me talk a bit about what happened after. Desperate to save face, Yota went around telling everyone that the divorce was Renka's fault. However...
What the hell? No matter how you look at it, she's the one at fault for not living up to my expectations.
His aggressive behavior had the opposite effect, driving people away and isolating him. Even so, he tried looking for new women and reaching out to them, but despite how popular he used to be, he couldn't get a good response from anyone. On top of that, ever since he ran into me, Yota had been doing nothing but bragging and making sarcastic remarks at his workplace. When his coworkers heard about the divorce, they just whispered behind his back it's probably because of his nasty attitude. No one tried to comfort him.
Damn it, why is nothing going right?
Having completely ruined his reputation with his constant snark, Yota was gradually taken off important projects. He was shunned at work, his performance was never praised, and eventually, he became a burden to his company. By the way, Renka started looking for someone new, and apparently found a man where they can truly wish for each other's happiness. Thank you for the wonderful photos, huh? I'm the one who should be thanking them for choosing me. As for us, 2 months after that whole incident, I was reading a letter Yumino brought me, sent by the bride and groom we had worked with. The gratitude poured into the letter touched my heart, filling me with warmth and making me so glad I chose this job. This makes me so happy. For a while, I was really doubting if it was enough to just wish for other people's happiness. But it made me realize that I truly want to keep capturing people's happiness in photos, and getting a letter like this. It's all thanks to you, Yumino.
Eh?
Thanks to you, I was able to believe that my wishes weren't wrong. I like you, Yumino. So, I personally want to make you happy. How do you feel?
I'm so happy. I've been wishing I could share that same happiness with you too. Is it okay if I call you Masugu?
Yes, of course. Yumino, I look forward to our future together. There are many different paths to finding happiness, but I think, at the very least, it can never be born from a selfish attitude. We continue to sincerely wish for the happiness of others. Maybe that's why we were drawn to each other, and naturally blessed with happiness of our own.
Hello, Brittany here. Fun story, I actually thought about going into wedding planning for the exact same reason. I love making people just feel in general, but I think I found my calling, and I really hope that I make you guys smile or cry, depending on the story, with my acting. So I'll see you next time. Bye, lovelies!